One of the most destructive wildfires in Southern California history began on January 7, 2025, near the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles. The fire has burned nearly 23,700 acres in less than a week. And due to bad weather, firefighters are having a hard time halting its spread. This disaster has destroyed thousands of residents, raising serious questions about wildfire management, environmental preparedness, and the part that human activity plays in these devastating events. Number 7. Reason and origin. Could a single act of carelessness cause thousands of houses to be destroyed by fire? The Palisades Fire started at a peaceful and picturesque hiking spot on the Temescal Ridge Trail, close to Skull Rock. As authorities believe human action may have sparked the fire, this popular spot for both residents and visitors has come under investigation. Authorities believe illegal campfires, abandoned cigarettes, or other negligent activities started the fire. The authorities are still investigating and have not ruled out criminal intent or carelessness. Whether deliberate or unintentional, human activity may have disastrous results, as this fire demonstrates. This is especially true during the dry winter months when vegetation is very combustible. Number 6. How much devastation was there? How can you start again when a wildfire destroys everything? The fire has caused massive damage, significantly impacting homes, companies, people, and the environment. Deaths of people. Regrettably, the fire has claimed the lives of at least 25 people, while over 50 remain unaccounted for. As the fire advanced quickly due to strong Santa Ana winds, many locals were unable to leave in time. Property impairment. Residential houses, small enterprises, and cultural treasures are among the more than 12,000 buildings that have been turned to ash by the fire. Many thousands of households are now homeless, as whole communities in Brentwood, Malibu, and Pacific Palisades have been destroyed. Costs to the economy. After accounting for property destruction, infrastructure loss, insurance claims, and firefighting expenses, experts calculate that the Palisades Fire cost almost $275 billion. This amount is comparable to the destruction brought about by the Maui wildfires in 2023 and Hurricane Helene in 2024, both of which set new records for the United States. Number 5. Individual narratives of departure. What happens if your ideal house is demolished before you've even moved in? In between the numbers are heartbreaking and very personal accounts of loss. Reporter Zohreen Shah of ABC News, who had just moved into her ideal home with her spouse, described the heartbreaking moment when their house caught fire. Before it was demolished, they had only been in their new house for one night. A number of celebrities, including Jeff Bridges, Billy Crystal, and Eric Braeden, lost their houses in the fire. The historic ranch of comedian Will Rogers, a notable cultural monument in the area, was also destroyed by the fire. These losses demonstrate the indiscriminate character of wildfires, which have the power to destroy both prominent personalities and regular families. Number 4. The battle against fire. What are the necessary steps to combat a wildfire that is spreading more quickly than you can control it? Over 8,500 firefighters have been sent in to battle the Palisades Fire, making it one of the biggest responses in recent memory. But a number of things have impeded their attempts, including high winds. Fighting fires has been quite challenging due to the strength of the Santa Ana winds, which may reach 60 miles per hour. These winds accelerate the spread of the fire beyond the ability of personnel to suppress it. Dry conditions. The vegetation in Southern California is dry and very flammable due to a protracted drought. Lack of equipment. As they attempt to keep up with the disaster's scope, firefighting personnel have reported a shortage of supplies, including water, fire retardants, and protective gear. Nevertheless, as of January 14, 2025, personnel had achieved 18% containment. The struggle is far from done, authorities caution, since the weather is still not favorable. Number 3. community reaction, and sturdiness. When disaster strikes, how do communities come together to rebuild and heal? The community's resilience and togetherness in the face of hardship have been impressive. By providing supplies, hosting evacuees in their homes, and planning relief operations, locals have united to assist one another. Corporate and celebrity contributions. Sports clubs in Los Angeles, such as the Dodgers and Lakers, have committed $8 million to aid in the relief efforts caused by wildfires. In a similar vein, significant occasions such as the 67th Grammy Awards have reopened their venues to generate money and publicity for the fire victims. Volunteers and emergency shelters. Los Angeles County is now home to dozens of emergency shelters that provide displaced individuals clothes, food, and medical attention. The coordination of these activities by volunteer groups and nonprofit organizations has been essential in ensuring that victims get the support they need at this trying time. Number 2. Influence on the environment. Following the destruction of their home by a wildfire, what happens to ecosystems and wildlife? The Palisades Fire's environmental effects are extensive and will probably take years to completely resolve. Wildlife and ecosystems. Many animals' habitats, including those of endangered local species, have been devastated by the fire. Although efforts are being made to rescue and rehabilitate damaged species, these ecosystems will need a significant amount of work to recover over the long run. Water pollution. The already limited water supplies in California have been affected by the fire's aftermath. Local water sources are tainted by ash, debris, and toxic runoff from burnt buildings, which presents a serious risk to public health and safety. Climate change concerns. The frequency and severity of wildfires in California are increasing due to climate change, according to experts. Long-term droughts, rising temperatures, and erratic weather patterns are all contributing to the ideal environment for flames, like the Palisades Fire, to start and spread. Number 1. Gazing ahead. Getting ready for the future. What can we do to prevent fires like the Palisades Fire from happening again? As California struggles with the Palisades Fire's aftermath, long-term measures are desperately needed to avoid future tragedies of this kind. Improved fire management. To lower the danger of large-scale wildfires, spending money on improved fire management techniques is crucial. These techniques include controlled burns and improved vegetation management. Stronger building codes. Tighter construction regulations may reduce property damage and increase safety during wildfires by being implemented in regions that are prone to fires. Public awareness campaigns. Public education on fire safety and prevention is essential to lowering the number of wildfires caused by humans. Programs may save lives and property by teaching locals how to react to evacuation orders, keep a defensible space around their houses, and securely dispose of combustible goods. Climate action. In conclusion, it is critical to tackle the underlying causes of climate change in order to lessen its influence on the frequency and intensity of wildfires. Protecting California's future requires lowering carbon emissions, switching to renewable energy sources, and preserving its natural ecosystems. Conclusion. The terrible force of wildfires and the pressing need for multifaceted action are tragically brought to light by the Palisades Fire. To safeguard people, property, and the environment against future calamities, significant efforts must be made, ranging from enhanced firefighting resources to community resilience and climate change mitigation. Let's use the loss and destruction caused by this fire as a catalyst for individuals, organizations, and governments to work together toward constructing a future that is more secure and sustainable. Hit like, share, and subscribe for more.